And Daryl, behind the lights.
Seth, for the second year in a row, you kicked the game winner on Jimbo's birthday. So is this going to be a recurring theme as he continues here?
Yes, we're trying to get him a good happy birthday present. I didn't know what to get him, so we thought as a team that we'd like to get him a win over Alabama. And it was probably the third best moment of my life, right after I accepted Jesus into my heart as my true Lord and Savior. And then after getting married to my wife this summer, I'd rank this 3.
So what puts this one ahead of Florida from last year?
Yes, I think this one takes the cake from Florida.
Let's go to Daryl from KBTX.
Seth, you hit the game winner, and then all of a sudden, sorry to say, but then all hell breaks loose, man. I mean, and people are coming from, it seemed like 100,000 were on the field with you.
It definitely did. It felt like 100,000 were on the field with us the whole night. I mean, the 12th man stands all game long. Those students, they don't sit down. It was packed the whole entire game. Nobody left or anything like that. We have the best fans in the nation, and that's what makes it so special to play at Kyle Field. And you say that I hit it, but it was not just me. It was the defense getting a stop, the offense moving the ball down the field, and then Connor Choate snapping the ball, Nick Constantinu, my holder, and then all the guys blocking on the line. It's not just me. I just get to do a little fraction of it, and I'm thankful that those are the best guys ever. I love those boys.
Let's go here to the front row to Jesus, and then Cole and Travis.
Seth, you have a locker right next to Zach. You've seen what he's gone through. What did it mean to you to see him celebrate and the love that the 12th man showed him today?
I knew that this question was going to come at some point. Zach's first day on campus looks much different than how he looks now. To see how he's matured as a person, as a football player, as a leader on this team has been incredible, and I hope that he says that I played a role in that as an older guy trying to influence him a little bit. But, I mean, that's all Zach. He's worked his tail off. The quarterback race was really close this off season, and he showed what he was capable of tonight, and I just love Zach. I prayed over him before the game started and last week, and he's just a guy's guy, and I'm just thankful the way that he played.
Let's go to Cole, Travis, and Ryan.
So sometimes special teams are often forgotten about in the game of football, and there's been a couple of games where you've almost had big breakaway runs on punt returns and kickoff returns. What did it mean for Devon to be able to get that running lane to go, just get that 96-yard touchdown?
Just as a momentum shifter in the game of football, Alabama had just scored, and then we take the momentum right back. And I had actually been, so during the week I do the kickoffs for KOR, and every time he would run back, I would tell him they're soft on kickoff. If you want to break one loose, it's going to happen. And I'm glad he took my advice and returned one, but that was just like shifting momentum to give us that spark. That whole kickoff return team did their job, and it resulted in 6 points.
Travis from the Eagle, and then Ryan.
Since you're expecting the question, I'll ask one follow-up on it. With everything he's gone through, with some of the negativity that's come his way, talking about Zach, when you're sitting on the sidelines and you hear the student section, the fans start chanting his name, what kind of thought goes through your head at that moment?
That's really sweet, was my first thought. And Zach is a guy who's going to get up off the mat and keep fighting. And he knows that he didn't play to the best of his ability the past couple weeks, but he was determined and each week got better and continued to lead this team the way that he did. Just really impressed with him, and his character showed tonight. And I'm thankful that the 12th man is always behind their team like they were tonight.
Right center to Ryan from the battalion.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
You talked about being able to get that win for Jimbo on his birthday, but then also this was Saban's first time losing to a former assistant coach. So what do you think that shows about the leadership that you guys have on this team and the coaching roster as a whole?
So the coaches do a phenomenal job of just putting us in position to make plays, and then it just comes down to us choosing during the week to trust the process. That's one thing Coach Fisher told us. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Worry about your play, your job on this play, and the scoreboard will be there. And I think as a team it finally clicked this week. But Coach Fisher, one thing that has just amazed me about him is how he's able to gauge where his team is at and the message that they need to hear. And every week he always does a great job of getting that message across. And I think there's a couple stubborn guys on the team, but it finally got through to them tonight, and it was just a great team win.
And we'll wrap it up with Jack on TV Row.
Yeah, just on that final drive, as you're kind of sitting there realizing more and more, like, this is probably going to come down to me. Are you a guy who wants people coming up to you encouraging you, or are you saying, give me all the space that I can get?
I mean, I prefer to just be by myself, and not that I don't love the guys. Like, if they'll come up to me, I'll tell them, love you, bro, I got you. But I was just repeating Psalm 23:1 to myself all night, which is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. And that kind of comforted me. But that's a moment I live for, and I just kind of want to focus on that and then celebrate with them afterwards, just so I can deliver on my part like they've been delivering on their part all night long.
All right, that's all we have for you, Seth.
Thank you.
Thanks.